Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy TechnicallyTee, and today I'm bringing you a slightly different video. We stepping in front of the camera today, and I want to talk to everyone about creating a YouTube channel in 2018. Now, I get tons of, emails. I get tons of texts from friends that want to start a YouTube page, but they don't know what, they don't know what they should do. They don't know if they have the right equipment, and they're kind of feeling nervous to jump in such a saturated YouTube environment when it comes to whatever they want to do. So I'm not a professional, guys. I've probably only been on YouTube for a little over a year, but I feel like within that year, I really made big leaps, big improvements on my channel, and learned a lot about YouTube in that short time frame with me doing research and me always wanting to start a YouTube page. So I want to run through a few tips just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable if you want to start a YouTube channel. I think there's a lot of misconception on what you have to actually start a YouTube channel. So number one is basically just start. If there's something you feel passionate about, it's something that you love, guys, just start. You'll probably feel more comfortable talking about it because you love it. When you're talking about something that you really love, you don't feel yourself having to force it. It'll come natural to you. So if you have a niche, if you have something that you really enjoy, whether it be technology like, myself, cars, toys, video games, whatever it is, just start. If you're passionate about it, you can talk about it without being nervous. And that's the first leap and bound about getting a YouTube started, because people are so nervous to get in front of a camera and talk. But it's not that bad if you're talking about something that you truly love and enjoy talking about. So the first step, guys, is just start. You love it. Why not talk about it in front of it? Get your opinion out to a few other people, because you can share some valuable information to others, whatever your interest is. So definitely the first is just get started, guys. Don't procrastinate. Just jump into it. That is one big thing that I can probably, get on myself about, is I've been wanting to make a YouTube page maybe since 10 years ago. I do tech reviews. If you guys follow me, I do cases, smartphones, things like that. And that's something I've been into ever since I probably graduated high school. But I am now just starting it, but never is too, don't never think it's too late to start a YouTube page. You can still get some valuable information out there to anybody. So step one, guys, just get started. Don't be scared. Just jump into it and start talking about what you love. Now, the second part is probably the most important part. It's probably the most intimidating part to me when starting a YouTube page, and that is your equipment. Now, I can probably go a very long time talking about this, but my first tidbit is, do not think you have to run out here and spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and go and get all this big time equipment, because whoever you follow may have 1 million subscribers. They have the funding to go out there and get that stuff. You're just starting. You're barely, you barely have the bare minimums. You may have those. You may have a supercomputer. You may have a nice camera. You may have all your software to get everything going, but let's take a step back and, we're talking about the average person. Someone who usually wants to start a YouTube page is, most I think is fairly younger. They may not have the income or, the funding to actually get all of this equipment. So what I would say, guys, is your best camera is the one that you have in your pocket. That's the classic saying. The best camera that you have is always going to be the one in your pocket, guys. And these cameras, whether it's a Note 8 or a Samsung device or it's an iPhone, these cameras, these phones have cameras that are more than capable to, begin creating content for your YouTube page. As myself, I started my YouTube page using my Samsung Galaxy S7 and whatever iPhone I had at the time. So, and I did that for a year. I used my smartphone recording for a year. So don't think you have to run out here and buy a DSLR. Don't think you have to run out here and spend thousands of bucks on a mirrorless camera or anything like that. Start recording with your smartphone. The cameras on those, all of them does 280 and 1080 for the most part. 1080 frame, 1080p, 60 frames per second. You got your 4K at 30 frames per second. And if you take something like the iPhone, iPhone 10, the iPhone 8 Plus, you got 4K with 60 frames per second, guys. Some cameras can't even do that. So don't ever think you have to run out here and spend thousands of bucks on a camera. Use your smartphone. Learn your lighting points and I'm gonna go over lighting a little bit later, but learn your smartphone. Learn your viewing angles and things like that to create good content on your smartphone. But don't go out here and drop thousands of bucks starting. Picking up a DSLR or anything like that. Crazy lighting, crazy computers. Don't do that. First step, guys, start with your smartphone. It'll get you a long way. Step two, I'm gonna go with software. Your software on, for editing videos is not that, you don't have to go, once again, if you have a MacBook, you don't have to go spend $300 or something on Final Cut Pro. Use iMovie. And if you're on PC, you probably can use Window Maker. Those programs go a long way, and those programs are for people who are not deep into video editing like myself. I know nothing about video editing. I'm learning, but I don't still know anything about it. So if you watch my video, you know I have simple fade in, fade out, and that's it. I don't have anything too technical, and that's because I just simply use iMovie. I literally, guys, I don't spend hours and hours of editing. I don't do that. I make my video, I play it back, and if I had to do something over again, I'll do it, do things like that. But I basically add a fade in the beginning and a fade out, and that's it. I keep it moving. I don't do a lot of editing. If I mess up on a word or something, it is what it is. I don't really do a lot of editing. Everything isn't going to be perfect. So start with using whatever you can do, and this blends into my next topic as your devices, your computers, your iPad. You don't have to have a super crazy computing device to upload your YouTube videos or to edit your YouTube videos. When I first started YouTube, guys, I had my smartphone. I had a MacBook Air, a base model 11-inch non-retina MacBook Air, 4 gigs of RAM, not powerful at all, but it got the job done. It handled 1080 just fine, and it also handled 4K just fine. This may take a little longer, but I'm not rushing. I upload a video, I walk off and do something else. I'm not actually rushing to get the content uploaded to YouTube. But my thing is, iMovie, you can do everything from your iPhone. I know plenty of YouTubers right now that run their whole page strictly through their phone. They record their video on their iPhone, they edit it with whatever software they're using, whether it be LumaFusion, which is a very powerful video editing software, whether it be iMovie, and you can upload it right to YouTube, and you can make your thumbnails. You can do everything from your smartphone. I know most of you guys, 99% of you guys that want to make a YouTube video has a smartphone. You don't even know you can run your whole channel through your smartphone. You don't have to go out here and buy thousands of dollars MacBook. You don't go out here and have to build a crazy custom PC with 64 gigs of RAM. You don't have to do that. Use what you have to get started, but you will update to those things, and you'll want to make better content for your channel, and you will get there and you will update. You know what I mean? So don't think you have to go out here and buy tons of equipment. Use what you have in your pocket. Usually that's more than powerful enough to actually get you going on your YouTube channel. Next, let's talk about lighting. Now, I don't want to feel like I'm getting too detailed in it, but guys, lighting is very important when it comes to your YouTube channel. When I first started my YouTube channel, I literally recorded on my kitchen countertop that I'm looking at over here with my desk lamp, something similar to that, not LED, not anything, your plain old yellow light bulb, took the lampshade off and had a blanket, a black blanket as my background for my canvas, and actually was looking down and recorded my video. That's how I started. It was ridiculous. It was terrible quality. But you guys can go back and look at my very first video, and you can tell that's exactly what I used. I wasn't using any microphones or anything of that nature. I used what I had to get going, and that gave me enough confidence to start doing it more, start really enjoying what I'm doing, therefore growing your YouTube channel, therefore growing your revenue from your YouTube channel, and that'll get you to upgrade your equipment. So this is where I'm saying that I feel like it's better when you start a YouTube channel to start from the bottom, so you know what it takes. You can see what improvements you have to make to make good content. So when I come back to lighting, I start off with that sorry lamp. Then I went out and bought something similar, desktop LED lamps. I bought 2 of those, and those gave me off, kind of what you see here, a LED type look. And those last me for a very long time, but the thing about it was a temporary setup when I was working off my kitchen counter. Then once again, I'm starting to get more popular on YouTube, and I'm not hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I started getting more comfortable, started getting more subscribers, revenue got a little bit greater. Therefore, I moved into my little side area that I have in my apartment, bought a desk, bought these soft boxes, which were on Amazon for maybe $70 for the pair. But lighting is everything, because lighting will kill a video. There's 2 things that kill a video, is lighting and your audio. That's 2 things you want to make sure are on point. But for right now, for beginners, guys, go out there on Amazon, buy those little tabletop LED lamps. They may be $15, $20 a piece, or I can't remember the price of them, but they did not break the bank at all. And then buy you a little lapel mic. I know I have a lapel mic over here that maybe costs $8, $9 on Amazon, and it plugs into your phone, and you'll get way better quality than the audio and the microphone that'll come from your smartphone. So start all those little, just start there when you're talking about equipment. Start getting cheaper equipment, and then you move your way to more expensive equipment. Now, if you have it, by all means, go out there and buy the works if you want to do that. I'm not saying if you have it, go buy you a DSLR, go buy you a crazy spec'd out computer, go buy the best lighting you can find. But this is for this is for everybody who doesn't have the funds to begin a YouTube channel and maybe feel intimidated by the people that they watch to, go out here and start. Just start, guys. Use what you have. Use your phones. Use whatever lighting you have. Go buy one LED lamp or a ring light and then upgrade and get another one. It's all about making upgrades. Next, don't do YouTube for the money. That is a big tip that when I first started YouTube, I was looking at YouTube channels, getting tips and tricks about starting a YouTube channel, and do not do it for the money. I know you see plenty of YouTubers out here that's, has millions of subscribers and they make a living off of YouTube and that's their only source of income. Do not think you're going to start YouTube tomorrow and be a millionaire next week. It takes time. Those people started YouTube and it takes them years to get where they're at. Now, you may go viral. You may have something that makes you go viral and you can blow up. That's a rare occurrence though, but don't do it just because you're doing it for the money. YouTube for me, I'm not doing it for the money. It's a side revenue. It does, it helps me out in my day to day, but I have a full-time job. This is something I like doing. I can help someone at the same time as, get a little bit of side revenue at the same time, but I'm not doing it for the money at all. For the money that you barely make, Google AdSense tax you. You can get into affiliate links and things like that. But this is short and sweet. Do not do it for the money. Do it for the love of the content and helping someone out. Don't go out there thinking you're going to get rich quick, because it's not going to happen. And my last tip, people, is have fun at what you're doing. If you're not having fun when you're shooting videos, it's going to be miserable. You're not going to want to shoot a video. When I woke up this morning, I was laying in the bed and I said, hey, you know what? I want to start a video. I want to make a video on how to make a YouTube page because I've been getting so many comments about it. And I was anxious to get up this morning and shoot this video because I feel like it's valuable information for especially my younger audience that, feels a little intimidated, like, once again, to start a YouTube channel. But guys, have fun at what you're doing. If you love it and you're passionate about it, have fun and do it. Like, you won't have, making videos is fun, because it's fun to me. It's your bloopers, your things like that. Making videos can be pretty fun. So the last thing, guys, have fun at what you're doing. Be passionate about it. Give good information and be genuine. Everybody likes someone who's genuine and not, so cliche. And when it comes to YouTube styles, just be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. Be yourself. People will appreciate it a lot in the long run, guys. But that's a wrap of the video. Like I said, I didn't want to make the video super duper long. I will drop some links of all the little items. I will drop links of what I use. It's not by far any professional setup, but it does get the job done and it does produce pretty good quality. But I will drop the links also of the products that I started with. When I was talking about the cheap lapel mic, I don't use it anymore. I use, like a Rode mic now that, that's mounted on top of my DSLR. But I will make a link for that lapel mic, that's $10. I will make a link for those LED lights that were like $20, $30. I will make I will drop all the links below of all those little items that'll make you feel more comfortable, and go out there and research them. See if that's what you need to actually get your content started. But guys, if you have any questions about anything, as always, please drop a comment below. Send me an email. You can tweet me. You can follow me on Instagram. Send me a message there. I'll be more than happy to speak to anyone, with tips or things like that when it comes to creating a YouTube page, because it is a little nerve-wracking when you record your first video. But as I heard before on another YouTuber, I know your first video is terrible, but leave it up there because you always can go back and see where you came from when you first started. But as always, guys, be sure to like this video if you like the information that I said. Comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a lot more FaceTime in front of the camera videos talking about different topics. But as always, guys, TechnicallyTee, I am signing out, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys.